This is the High School Football Roundup podcast for Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. I'm Walter Johnson, and in this edition of the High School Football Roundup podcast, I'm going to break down the playoff picture and the region races from Region 1, GHSA Region 17A to GHSA Region 1 Single A. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with 17A. And you can see Lowndes and Colquitt County both tied for the region lead with a one game to play at 2-0. And the Vikings from Valdosta improved to 8-1 overall after crushing Camden County 43-10, while Colquitt County rolled past Tift County 37-13. And the wins by both of those teams set up that winner-take-all battle for the first ever GHSA Region 17A title down in Moultrie, Georgia on Friday night. And both teams are coming in on a roll, and the Vikings have won 7 straight games. They made that 8 straight games since losing their opener to Valdosta at Basemore Hyder Stadium. More on the Wildcats briefly in just a moment. And while Colquitt, after starting 0-4, and just about everybody writing them off, the Packers have won 5 straight games and to set up this huge battle for the Region 17A title. And as for Tift County, Camden County, both teams are off this week. In Tift County, and both Tift and Camden are 0-2 in region play, with the Blue Devils sitting at 5-4 overall. And Wildcats from Kingsland, Georgia, on the Georgia coast, 2-6 overall. And those teams don't square off until November 4th down at Camden County. And just that simple, really. Winner will get an automatic bid to the state playoffs, while the loser will likely see their season come to an end. In Camden County's case, with just 2 wins all year. And they would have to knock off Tift County in order to guarantee themselves a playoff berth. And of course, with Lowndes and Colquitt, winner will win the region championship, loser will settle for second place. And gonna move right along to GHSA Region 16A. And Valdosta leads that region and at 2-0 in region play. Only undefeated team left in Region 16A after 3 weeks of action. And the Valdosta Wildcats are 7-1 overall. The north side of Warner Robins 2-1 in the region, 8-1 overall. And north side's only loss so far came to Valdosta about 3 weeks ago, 14-6 at Valdosta. And Coffee sitting at 1-1 in the region play, sitting at 1-1 in Region 16A play, 5-3 overall. Knocking off Houston County in their first game, only to lose to a heartbreaker to the north side of Warner Robins on the road last week, 17-14. In Lee County at 1-2 in the region, 6-2 overall. And the Houston County Bears, after getting off to a 6-0 start and being ranked number 1 for more than half of this season, is bringing up the rear at 0-2 in the region, 6-2 overall. And Houston and Lee County is off this week. And Houston County will host north side of Warner Robins in what essentially is a playoff game for the Bears, because Houston loses this week, and their season's pretty much over. And Coffee will travel to Valdosta, and that's a big game there. And the Wildcats need just one more win to guarantee themselves to clinch their first region championship since 2011, and only their second region title since 2003, and that's unbelievable for a region, for a program. That's the winningest at the high school level. And it is the winningest high school football program ever. 106 wins at last check, and the Wildcats got win number 900 over Lowndes way back on Friday, August 19th. That seems like yesterday. No, it seemed like yesterday. It seems like last year. And also one has got that 900th win in program history. And now we move on to 5A. And Thomas County Central and Veterans both tied for the region lead there at 2-1, and Veterans knocked off Thomas County Central 33-28 just 2 weeks ago on Friday, October 14th. Thomas County Central improved to 6-3 overall after a 17-6 win over Bainbridge at home at the Jackets Nest last week. And Veterans getting a big win last week. And Veterans getting a big win last week as the Warhawks rolled past Harris County 30-7, and the Warhawks will be on the road to face the Warner Robins Demons in a critical GHSA Region 1 5A contest. And it's also the last game of the regular season for the Warhawks. And Bainbridge will travel to Harris County, and that game will be played in Hamilton, Georgia, just north of Columbus. And speaking of the Columbus schools, and I'll be talking about 1-4A for a short bit, and after this, and Bainbridge will travel to Harris County, and Harris County sitting at 3-5 in the region, 3-5 overall, I should say, in winless in region play at 0-2. And Harris County will face a Bainbridge team that sits at 1-1 in the region, 2-5 overall, and Warner Robins is also 1-1 in the region, 2-6 overall, and got several more regions to take a look at before all is said and done with this podcast. And in the Region 1-4A, the Cairo Syrup Makers are 5-0 in the region, 7-1 overall, after they crushed the Westover Patriots at Humel Stadium here in Albany last week. I'll score 34-6 in Cairo's favor. And then after Cairo, and as I said, Cairo's 5-0 in the region, 7-1 overall, and then north side of Columbus, American Sumter and Carver Columbus, all in a three-way tie for second at 3-2 in the region. North side of Columbus is 5-3 overall, and American Sumter and Carver 4-4 overall, and Westover in a three-way tie for fifth place. On the outside looking in, the season ended right now, regular season, 2-3 in the region. All three of those teams are 2-3 in the region. Hardaway 4-3 overall with their game at Lee County earlier this season canceled due to Hurricane Hermine. And Westover 4-4 in region overall. Columbus 3-5 overall. And Columbus knocked off Westover at Humel Stadium 2 weeks ago. And Shaw bringing up the rear, 0-5 in the region, 1-7 overall. And Westover has two more games to play. And at Northside Columbus in a battle of Patriots. And against Shaw at Humel Stadium on Thursday, November 3rd. It's just that simple. And obviously, Westover needs to win their final two games, get a lot of help. and Cairo, with one more win in its final 2 games, can clinch the region title. And how about Region 1 AAA? And Crisp County and Worth County both lead that league at 2-0, undefeated in region play through 2 games. Crisp County Cougars improved to 8-0 overall after rallying from an early 14-0 deficit to defeat Cook 47-14. Cougars won in convincing fashion after a rough start, and Worth County rolled past Darty 49-12 to go to 5-3 overall. And Cook and Darty both at 1-2 in the region. And the Hornets from Adel, Georgia, 4-5 overall, and the Darty Trojans from Albany were 2-6 overall. And that leaves the Monroe Tornadoes bringing up the rear at winless in the region at 0-2, 2-4 overall. And the top 2 teams in Region 1 AAA will come to Humil Stadium this week, Thursday, October 27th. Crisp County will travel down Highway 300 to Albany to face Darty on Thursday, October 27th. And then the following night, Friday, October 28th, the Worth County Rams will make the short trip down U.S. Highway 82 to face the Monroe Tornadoes. And both the games, Crisp County Darty and Worth County Monroe games are both playoff games for both the Darty Trojans and the Monroe Tornadoes. And it's the regular season finale for Darty. And quickly, the other regions, 1AA. And Fitzgerald and Thomasville tied for first place in that league at 3-0. And the Purple Hurricanes go to 7-1 after blasting Brooks County, blowing them away 40-7. The Brooks County Trojans. And Thomasville trounced Albany High last Thursday, October 20th, 55-12, the final score at Humil Stadium. And the Bulldogs are now 4-3 overall after a 1-3 start. Brooks County 2-1 in region, 6-2 overall after the blowout loss at Fitzgerald. Berrien 1-2 in the region. And 3-4 overall, Early County and Albany High are 0-3 in region. Bobcats from Blakely, Georgia, 0-7-1 overall. Tie coming against Seminole County. Albany High 0-8. And this week, it'll be Brooks County going to Thomasville in a game that has a lot of playoff implications and getting short on time. So let's go to Region 1 Single A. And really tight race in GHSA Region 1 Single A. Mitchell County and Pelham and both tied for the lead there at 6-1. And the Eagles from Mitchell County Eagles from Camilla are 7-1 overall. And the Pelham Hornets from just down the road in Pelham, Georgia, also 7-1 overall. And Miller County, Randolph Clay, and Terrell County are a 3-way tie for third at 5-2 in the region, with the Pirates from Colquitt, Georgia at 6-2 overall. Red Devils of Randolph Clay for Cuthbert, Georgia, 6-2 overall. Terrell County, Greenways, and Dawson 5-2, made that 5-3 overall. And then Seminole County 4-3 in the region, 4-3-1 overall, with the one in the to the right of that second dash, 7-all tie in Seminole County. So it's getting right down to the wire. And and the game between Mitchell County and Pelham could be for the Region 1 Single A Championship, but that game is not until Friday, November 4th, the final week of the regular season. And unfortunately, I'm out of time for this edition of the High School Football Roundup podcast. But remember, you can follow on Twitter at SWJ Network. And to listen to this episode, I'm Walter Johnson. Thank you for listening, and take care. Goodbye.